Hello and welcome back. We are live from Victoria Road for West Ham against Manchester City in the Women's FA Cup semi-finals. And alongside me today for this one, we have Farrah Williams, who's lifted this trophy with Arsenal and Everton. Willie Kirk, who guided Everton to that Wembley final in 2020. And Laura Bassett, I am going to repeat it just in case everyone at home's only joining us now. You lifted the trophy in 2012. When we think about this game today, what do you want to see from this West Ham side, Laura?
Well, I think the game can be competitive. I think West Ham can cause Man City a lot of problems, but what they need to do is start bright. The last time they played Man City, they conceded after 8 minutes. The game before against Brighton conceded after 3 minutes. It just makes everything so much harder. So I think that in order for this game to be competitive, they need to keep it tight, limit the mistakes, and try and keep, grow into the game after 20 minutes, keep a clean sheet.
And Willie, just from you, in terms of a manager's perspective, what will be your final words going into this one to the players?
I certainly think from a West Ham point of view, it will be reminding them of that victory earlier in the season. I think they will be comfortable that Man City will have the ball, but having the ball doesn't guarantee you success. And I think that will certainly be all his words. I think from Gareth's point of view, they've got to make sure they do a professional job. It's another semi-final for Manchester City. It could be another final. They've just got to be professional and make sure they get the result.
OK, Farrah, Man City come into this one as the favourites. Can you see any different?
No, they're most definitely the favourites. Look, they're in fantastic form of late. They've got all their players back from injury, so the squad depth now is as best as it's been all season. But Alex, I'm really looking forward to Lauren Hemp playing up against Lucy Parker down this right and left-hand side for West Ham and Man City. I think if the viewers are watching and really want to tune into something, I think those two would be a good matchup.
OK, well, as you can see there, the fans are ready. The West Ham have already got the bubbles blowing behind Farrah right now. It is the Women's FA Cup semi-final between West Ham and three-time Cup winners Manchester City. Your commentators for this one, former Birmingham City managers Scott Booth and Robin Cowan.
Thank you very much, Alex. Good afternoon, everyone. The first semi-final of the Women's FA Cup, a repeat of the 2019 final. Will it be West Ham or Manchester City who book their place at Wembley? A quirk of the fixture list means these two meet again just 2 weeks after their previous meeting in the Women's Super League. It was a comfortable 2-0 win for Manchester City a fortnight ago. And West Ham will be hoping to cause a few more problems this time. Ollie Harder makes just the one change to that City defeat. Hawa Sissoko drops to the bench. Lucy Parker moves to centre-half. Katarina Svitkova has recovered from illness to start. She's provided the most chances and assists in the WSL for West Ham this season. Yui Hasegawa scored and assisted when the Hammers beat City at the Academy Stadium earlier last year. 3 changes for City. Laura Coombs starts for the first time in 11 games. Ellen White is preferred to Khadija Shaw up front. And there's a first start in nearly a year for Chloe Kelly, still building up match minutes after her ACL injury last May. Hayley Rasso and Georgia Stanway, who scored 4 goals for England during the international break, are among the substitutes. And a couple of players to watch. Scott, starting with West Ham, big returning player for them.
Yeah, Svitkova will definitely give them something a little bit extra. She's really athletic, she's a threat, she carries the ball really well, and of course helps with goals. She assists, and that's going to be key for them today.
And one of Manchester City's most consistent performers this season.
Yeah, Caroline Weir. I mean, what can you say? I think she's one of the best midfield players in Europe at the moment. She's primed for maybe even going to a bigger club. That said, Man City are huge, gives goals, assists, and very, very composed.
A gorgeous day here in Essex for this FA Women's Cup semi-final. A huge occasion with huge consequences, a date at the National Stadium at stake. And Manchester City will be heavy favourites having already secured the Continental Cup earlier on this season. West Ham United desperate to get back to just their second Wembley final in their very short history as a Women's Super League outfit. Abigail Byrne is the referee today. Her assistants Melissa Bergin and Chloe Ann Anderson. Ellen White and Gilly Flaherty, two vastly experienced captains. Flaherty in particular, 7 FA Cup wins in her career, 5 for Arsenal, 2 for Chelsea. West Ham starting to become a little bit more consistent, finding their feet in the Women's Super League. They produced some good results this season. Ellen White scored her 50th international goal during the last break for England. Still very much England's #1 in the #9 position. Healthy crowd here at Dagenham and Redbridge. Where else would you rather be on an Easter weekend? The players take the knee before kick-off, continuing to highlight opposition to all forms of discrimination. And it is going to be West Ham who get us underway. Adriana Leon of Canada back to Yui Hasegawa. And it does seem to happen, Scott, so much in football that teams draw each other, they play each other so quickly in succession. 2 weeks ago, these two met at this very stadium. Are we expecting anything different today?
Well, they obviously know each other really well, that's one thing. And it gives both coaches the chance to really understand, how to go about their game plan against the opposition. It makes that very, very clear. And I think for West Ham, it just gives them the opportunity to find out how can they hurt this Man City team. We know that Man City can hurt them, that's for sure. But how can they affect the game? How can they defend well, keep it tight, make sure that they're in the game, but at the same time have that ability to hurt Man City?
A free kick to West Ham. Can cause a few problems here. There's Caroline Weir handball. Not sure she could have done too much about that.
No, definitely not. But a great opportunity early on for West Ham to put it in the box and ask some questions of the Man City back line.
It's going to be Leon to take. Need quality delivery from here. It's towards Brynjarsdottir. Well defended by City in the first instance and cleared away Ellen White. Is the Icelandic international that surely they will aim for these set-piece situations. Good height, but doesn't necessarily mean you've got good aerial ability. We've seen many tall players who really don't have that, but she certainly does. Longhurst trying to keep this going, finds Yallop. An awkward bouncing ball. A good start for West Ham, seeing a lot of the ball. And a take from Ellie Roebuck.
Yeah, you're right, Robin. It's been a positive start for West Ham. Getting those balls into the box, putting the pressure on a little bit.
It's kept in, but it's straight to Parker. Evans will try and put the City back line under pressure. Coolly done by Kira Walsh, who sets Caroline Weir away. The ball towards Chloe Kelly, a welcome return for her, for Manchester City and perhaps for England. Alana Kennedy wearing a protective facial mask today, broke her nose while on international duty with Australia. That's another point we should make, Scott, is a lot of these players have played just a couple of days ago for their countries. And they're straight into a semi-final of a major competition.
Yeah, it's not always easy that, but they've both got good squads.
Lucy Bronze makes the defensive header for Manchester City. Now Yallop. Coolly done by Lucy Bronze. Ball towards Svitkova.
Yeah, West Ham just trying to play the game, the early part of this game in the Manchester City half of the pitch. Quite happy just to turn the ball over, try and get it in behind and get the City back line going back towards their own goal. Interesting how West Ham are set up to try and deal with Hemp on this left-hand side with Fisk and Parker. Parker just playing ahead of Fisk. And they'll double up as much as they can on him. Such a great out for Manchester City. Great pace.
We're allowed to look up and plays it square to Demi Stokes. Away from Parker. It's a good run from Stokes. It's a good challenge from Parker, but straight to Laura Coombs, getting a rare outing from the start for Manchester City. 2 times an FA Cup runner-up. That's a lovely through ball to Chloe Kelly. Flaherty on the spot to make the clearance, and Hasegawa completes it.
First little chance for Kelly to get in the game. Flaherty in the right place at the right time. Such a great defender. Real battler.
Well, that was a really good ball across the edge, across the face of goal. Ellen White very close to turning that in.
Yeah, they work it well, Man City on the right-hand side, and a really nice early ball. White gets there, just can't get enough on it.
Brynjarsdottir with the clearance. It's a good touch from Kelly. A little bit of a surprise seeing Chloe Kelly in from the start. She came on for the final half an hour here last week. An ACL injury, takes a long time to recover from, and then a long time to get back to full match fitness. Brynjarsdottir does get the decision. It's nicely done from Fisk. Longhurst starting in the left centre-back position. She's played pretty much everywhere for West Ham, for her former club Liverpool. Walsh, no pressure on her, which can spell danger. Kelly with the flick on towards Ellen White. Good feet from White, but the finish isn't there. Goal kick.
Yeah, that's the threat. They can't allow Man City to have that much time on the ball. Walsh all the time in the world just to get her head up, and it means she can then supply the pace that they have, but they've also got the threat with White in the middle. And I think they have to make sure, West Ham, that they are up against the Man City midfield and back line and not give them too much time to pick those passes.
And Julie Flaherty receiving some treatment here. West Ham United captain. Already involved in a battle with Ellen White. Committed centre-half.
Yeah, she gets up well, Flaherty. It's good defending, making her presence felt. Looks like she's just landed awkwardly though. And she'll definitely ask questions throughout this game. Fantastic striker. Love watching the hunger that she has in the penalty box. Ollie Harder, he'll be happy with the way they've started. They've had a lot of the ball, And I think they've shown so far that if they can keep things tight, if they lost an early goal before, they shouldn't be doing that. They should be making sure that they're really tight at the back, and he'll have said that to them. I think that he's proved that they'll cause Man City problems if they can stay in the game.
Flaherty, captain of West Ham United when they played City at Wembley in 2019. It's their first season as a top-flight club. It's been a bit of a slow growth for them, but big strides this season. Got 9 more points than they managed at the same stage last season already. Not the greatest of touches from Ellen White. Here's Yallop, trying to find Lisa Evans, a little bit too close to Roebuck.
Yeah, good little move though. Again, just showing that they are a threat, and it's these late runs that are important. I think if Lisa Evans can get there a little bit earlier, maybe she can get to the ball.
Kennedy with the long diagonal. It's won well by Lauren Hemp. And Caroline Weir just gets there ahead of Svitkova. Again, Flaherty there to make the clearance. And Parker will bring it away for West Ham. And goes for the long diagonal. It's well read for Lucy Bronze. It's been a good aggressive start though from West Ham. Hasegawa gets her foot in and finds Svitkova. And now Yallop.
Yeah, West Ham are doing that well. When they do get the ball wide, they're putting it in the box as early as they can and getting plenty of support from the central parts of the pitch, making sure they've got bodies in the box. That's the way to do it.
Bold start. They had to be really. A little bit passive a couple of weeks ago in the Met in the WSL here.
It's as long as they do it in a controlled way, Robin. Do it when it's on to do it. Put bodies in the box when it's on to do it.
Yallop's touch just lets her down. But very encouraging for the Hammers. Come into this on the back of back-to-back defeats. Not lost 3 in a row all season. They've started to find their rhythm. Man City take the goal kick short. Roebuck, ice cool. It's a Manchester City thing, clearly. Saw Ederson last week. For the men against Liverpool. Nearly allowing the ball to cross the line. Well, that's what we thought. He seemed pretty sure. High risk, could be high reward. Greenwood sends it forward. Away by Longhurst. Lovely close control from Hasegawa. Beautiful touch, exquisite from Alex Greenwood. But the pass is cut out. Oh, there could be a space here for Lisa Evans. Not a great touch. Will Brynjar's-Dottir get there? It's a good save from Roebuck. Real chance for West Ham, but just wouldn't quite fall for either Evans or Brynjar's-Dottir.
Oh, another really good break though, isn't it? Greenwood gives the ball away, and you can see the amount of bodies that West Ham get forward quickly. Brynjar's-Dottir just tries to turn it back across, I think. It's a really tight angle. Good save, actually. Again, signs that West Ham can hurt Man City. I think that's been 2 or 3 times that Greenwood's given the ball away in this game. She's been so composed coming out, but she's been put under more pressure, and that's key for West Ham.
She did have to miss international duty, managing a knee injury, so perhaps not 100% fit. I think that's down to West Ham, putting her under a lot of pressure. Here's Stokes, pulls it back for Weir. Good block from Hasegawa. Hemp crosses in, glanced away by Fisk. It's going to be retrieved by Lucy Bronze. Coombs, now Kelly. Early ball in, low and easily defended by Longhurst. Sensational season for Chloe Kelly last season, cruelly cut short by that ACL injury. Would have gone to the Olympics and would have been a shoo-in for the Euros. Still time for her to make the squad. Especially with the really sad news about Fran Kirby, who's going to take an indefinite period out of the game with another health concern. Kelly, quick feet. Now Coombs. Stokes onto Hemp. Caroline Weir, good touch and well read by Lisa Evans. Weir finding some space, dragging the shot wide. Corner kick is given.
Yeah, she's just popped up there now. Caroline Weir, she's not been in the game so far, but in these areas, she's so dangerous. Both left and right, she can hit it. Loves to attack the back line and let fly. Scored so many great goals from that position.
I think West Ham were just relieved that wasn't on her left foot.
Yeah,
It would have been a different outcome. So first corner of the game for Manchester City. It's going to be taken by Chloe Kelly. It's just over the head of Kennedy. It's Coombs. Struck it well. Gets the cross in and gathered Mackenzie Arnold. Hasegawa crowded out. Really good competitive start to this FA Cup semi-final. Kennedy straight into the arms of Arnold. Ollie Harder appointed in December 2020, taking over from Matt Beard. They'll be reunited in the WSL next season. Beard guiding Liverpool back to the top tier. Here's Yallop. Not too many options, trying to get past Alex Greenwood.
Just a little lack of communication in the back line from Man City there.
Bronze sends it down the line. Brynjar's Dottir. Now Svitkova. Lovely play with Leon. Svitkova takes aim, blocked by Alana Kennedy. And a free kick to City. Kira Walsh pulled down.
Yeah, it's good though from West Ham. It's aggressive, a really good high press when Man City are taking goal kicks. just not allowing the opposition to build the way they want to.
And this is the danger for West Ham. A long ball over the top for Lauren Hemp. It's been well marshalled so far. Hemp goes down. The referee allows play to go on.
That's the thing about playing against Manchester City, though, is that you can feel you're in the game, you can feel that you're doing well, and it just takes a second. They've got so many threats all over the pitch. They can go long quickly, they can play their way through. They've got a bit of brilliance in the midfield area, and of course through the middle up front.
A scuffed clearance from Fisk allows Weir to get on the ball. And Greenwood. Walsh. Hemp's cross on the stretch, out of play.
It's been a feature so far, hasn't it, though, that Hemp, she's not getting the time that she wants. Man City are finding it hard to isolate her so that she can then run at the back line. West Ham are taking care of business down this right-hand side for them. So Hemp's finding it hard to just feel relaxed and get in the game.
Hard to sustain, though, for 90 minutes against a player like Lauren Hemp. Bit of space here for Svitkova. And options up ahead. Tries to slip it through for Leon. That was a difficult pass.
Yeah, but that's what she brings to the party, Svitkova. She loves to run with the ball. She does well there. Just a little bit ambitious with the pass.
Czech Republic international, won 2 cups in her native country with Slavia Prague. It's been a really good addition to this West Ham team. It's Lucy Parker, formerly of Arsenal, won 2 FA Youth Cups with them. That's good play from Kelly to dispossess Svitkova. Lucy Bronze on the overlap. Kelly gets the cross in. Oh, it's a thunderous shot off the bar, and surely in. City lead, and it's Ellen White. Another poacher's finish for Manchester City centre forward. And after all West Ham's good work, it is Manchester City who lead in this semi-final.
Yeah, it's a really good goal, though. What a hit this is. She keeps it down so well, but as it comes off the bar, you're just thinking, who's going to get there first? Is it going to be a West Ham defender? Is it going to be the goalkeeper? It comes down off the bar, and who is it? Ellen White. A sniffer's goal, a poacher's goal. And as that ball's being hit, White is the one that's thinking about, what if this comes off the bar? I'm going to be there first. Excellent from a striker's point of view. And that's the problem against Manchester City. West Ham have played well, but are still 1-0 down.
Well, you could say a touch of fortune fell nicely for White, but as you said, she was the one who was there first, and that is why she has had the career she's had and continues to have.
Walsh's strikes, fantastic. And Walsh just hedges her bets in those positions. She's always just outside the box, 10, 15 yards, and we know that she can hit the ball. And obviously, Ellen White knows she can hit the ball and fancied her to hit the target.
Parker. Intercepted by Stokes.
You know what, though, Robin, it's great playing in a team that, you're not playing well, you haven't started the game well, but, you know you have the players that are just going to make the difference.
This is the difference, that West Ham have to play pretty much perfectly against a team that doesn't. And still that gap in the WSL. And Manchester City had such a dreadful start, losing 7 of their first 14 games, but now you would say favourites to snatch that final Champions League spot. 3 points behind Manchester United with a game in hand, a fairly kind run-in, and as it stands, heading for another final, already won trophy this season, the Continental Cup, a statement win against Chelsea. West Ham just need to stay in the game. Coombs into Kelly. That's an awkward ball, and Hemp gets onto it. Parker, well, she was taking a chance there, wasn't she? But she managed to make up for that. Bit of a rash challenge from behind, and Hemp could have made more of it.
Yeah, I think this is about the first time they've actually, beaten the back line with that long ball. I think West Ham have done that really well in this game. They've dropped when those balls are getting played over the top, much better than they did against Man City the last time round. It's been less of a threat.
A corner delivered by Weir. Cleared by Lucy Parker. Stokes back in. Beautiful shouldered pass from Chloe Kelly. Ellen White flicks on. West Ham struggling to get this away. Nice and sunny, but quite blowy. You can tell from the direction of the ball, occasionally a bit of confusion around. Man City 3 times FA Cup winners, the last time in 2020, beating Everton. And that was in an empty Wembley Stadium, so I know Gareth Taylor will be desperate to get back there and have a full Wembley Stadium with City fans in fine voice. Weir onto Stokes. Lucy Bronze made the move. She's kept it in, or has she? No. It's a great goal from Ellen White. Lucy Bronze, according to the assistant referee over on the far side, didn't quite keep that in for the cross. That looked tight.
Well, what a goal that would have been. Fantastic ball. As you say, it's a bit windy, so it holds up slightly. Does it hold up enough? Oh, it's tight. What a finish, though, from Ellen White.
Here's Hemp over the bar. The chance is starting to flow for Manchester City. There's Melissa Bergen over on the far side, the assistant. It's a closer view than us.
Yeah, Hemp had a sight at goal and just couldn't keep it down. A bit worrying, though, for West Ham that she's starting to come into the game a little bit more, as is Ellen White. I think West Ham have just dropped a little bit deeper when Man City have the ball.
Beautiful take from Leon, lays it off to Svitkova. Early cross in. Parker will get there first. And it's cut out by Greenwood. Coombs gets onto the pass from the back. Out of play though. There's Brynjarsdottir. Leon. You see, there are spaces for West Ham United if they can find them. Weir sends it through. That's a inch perfect pass. Ellen White, and that's a brilliant perfectly timed challenge by Gilly Flaherty. Was certain that was going to be 2-0.
Yeah, there's some brilliant bits of play, both in an attacking sense and defensively.
Flag is up, offside.
That was a great first-time ball from Caroline Weir. And then fantastic defending. Just she does so well. She's not the quickest, but she has to make sure that she gets the timing of her tackles right. It was spot on. Ellen White just tries to turn back in here and take her out of the game, but defender gets there first. Excellent.
Showing her years of experience, Gilly Flaherty. Leads by example. Nicely done from Roebuck. Stokes under pressure. Now Greenwood. That's good pressure from West Ham, winning the ball back, but that's a bit sloppy from Brynjarsdottir. Weir invites Hemp forward.
Yeah, they've done that well, West Ham. The high press. They have to be totally committed to it, because it does leave them a little bit open at the back if they get it wrong, and if Man City are able to play through it, it's a risk. But why not? It's a cup game and you have to be on the front foot.
Assistant manager for West Ham United, Paul Konchesky. A West Ham United fan and scored for West Ham in the FA Cup final defeat to Liverpool in 2006. Named the Gerrard final.
What a memory you've got.
Oh, I've been on Wiki. We will call it the Konchesky final, though, as we're here. I was reading this week that his mum used to take him to watch West Ham as a boy. He used to stand on a milk crate to watch them. So really special that he's here helping out with the women's team. Here's Stokes. We're in support.
Well, that goal really has settled Man City down. They're looking a lot more confident, comfortable.
West Ham have forced some mistakes, but Ellie Roebuck hasn't had anything to do. Weir. Hemp. Forced inside. And Lucy Parker's done a decent job so far up against Lauren Hemp. And not a job you'd be particularly looking forward to.
Well, Parker's there for a reason. And she's doing a good job, as you say. Not easy.
West Ham trying to squeeze up.
So Walsh is getting a lot of space now, a lot of time.
The flag has stayed down. Kelly's through ball is cut out by Svitkova.
You can look at players like Caroline Weir and say, yeah, don't give her time on the ball, don't let her get on the ball, but also Walsh just makes Man City tick. She needs to be pressed a little bit harder, I think.
Man City on a fantastic run. Won the last 8 in all competitions, haven't conceded in the previous 5. The only win in 9 against Manchester City for West Ham was in that fixture at the Academy Stadium earlier on when Man City were really experiencing their troubling start to the season. Kennedy. Too much on that for Lauren Hemp.
Good organisation though from West Ham. They're making that pass much, much harder.
Walsh. Lancers really slowing this down. Just waiting for their moment. Kennedy. Excellent ball for Kelly. He makes the turn but can't collect. Svitkova brings it away. Hasegawa. And now Leon. Good play for Parker, can't quite keep it in. That was promising from West Ham.
Yeah, I think they just need to get Hasegawa more involved in this game. She's on the periphery. She's so talented.
Another perfect pass from Weir to Ellen White. Now Hemp, good clearance from Longhurst. The final 10 minutes of the first half. A couple of uncomfortable moments for Manchester City, but unsurprisingly, they lead. Greenwood, no one closing her down. Nicely done. We're in behind, trying to find Hemp. Good defending once again from Parker.
Yeah, the good thing from a West Ham perspective is they didn't lose a goal straight after losing a goal. It's really important. They've reacted to it in a way where they've decided just to become, you know, have a better shape, be a little bit deeper, just make sure that we stay in the game, and I think that's the right thing to do at this stage.
You're saying that, oh, that's a poor pass. It's Kelly, it's 2-0, an absolute gift. An emotional moment for Chloe Kelly, who scores her first goal in nearly a year, recovering from that horrific knee injury. But she was never going to miss from there, and a horrible moment for Gilly Flaherty.
Yeah, just as I say about staying in the game, and then an individual error that really costs you. That said, for Kelly, just coming back into the team, a start, and it's been a long time. She gets presented with it and then stays really cool and calm, keeps it low, picks her spot, and that's an excellent finish. And as you say, Robin, a great way to come back into the team, and she'll be loving being back playing football again.
Could get worse for West Ham here. Towards Ellen White. Flaherty's there to make the block. Leon's touch straight to Bronze.
Yeah, it's now, you know, absolutely key that West Ham can get in at half-time with this result, or, you know, maybe try and get one for themselves. But, you know, right now, making sure that Man City do not get that third goal.
Greenwood. Svitkova gets her head to it. Hasegawa. Nicely done, West Ham.
That's the problem for West Ham. They have Leon up front and she'll chase down everything. She's a great out ball, but they don't really have what I'd call like a spearhead striker, someone that, you know, a go-to striker for goals that is consistent and is someone that can prove game to game that they're going to hit the target. And that's the problem for West Ham at the moment.
Hemp forced to turn back against Brynjarsdottir and Claudia Walker, who's on the bench. 6 goals apiece in all competitions. So no one really taking the lead in that department.
And of course she's spoiled for choice.
Next FA Cup semi-final for you tomorrow, and it's a big one. Arsenal against Chelsea on BBC Two. We start at 12:15. So the winners of this one will be up against Arsenal or Chelsea in the final in May. Stokes. It's a pretty devastating goal to concede, isn't it, from West Ham's point of view? They look deflated. That's the job of the manager at half-time, to try and instill that belief in them, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be a tough job. Especially when you consider how well West Ham have played.
Clearance from Arnold straight to Coombs. Walsh into Weir. Hasegawa had it for a second. It's a really good play from the Japanese international. Good aggressive play from West Ham. Brynjarsdottir. And now Leon, good play. And the referee's given it the other way to Manchester City. That looked a strange decision.
Yeah, but that's the way that West Ham have to play. That kind of tempo in Man City's faces, making sure they put tackles in. Oh, I think the referee gets that one wrong.
Maybe it was for a handball, but Brynjarsdottir was definitely having her shirt pulled. Oh, here's Lisa Evans around the keeper. Lisa Evans with a crucial goal for West Ham United. No more than they deserve. And we have an FA Cup tie on our hands now.
Oh, that was a brilliant goal. And again, all about putting those tackles in midfield, breaking quickly. Great ball from Leon, and just the composure from Lisa Evans. She takes the ball across the edge of the box, just that touch inside. That's a lovely ball. The timing of a run, that touch there, it beats the goalkeeper, and then just a nice pass ball into the net. That's all she has to do. Just pass it in there. Lovely finish, cool, and it gets West Ham back in this game. Great time to score.
I think composure was the word, wasn't it? Because Lisa Evans had the goal there. She had Lucy Bronze, though, in the way, and she tucked it just beyond her. City trying to strike back straight away. Lauren Hemp wins a corner. 90 seconds of normal time remaining of the first half. West Ham need to keep their counsel, keep Manchester City out. Chloe Kelly will take the corner. Keepers come. Gets there first, picked up by Weir. Swung back in, and Arnold claims well. Tries to set Adriana Leon away.
It was the right idea. You talk about, you know, if it stays this way at half-time, the team talk for Ollie Harder is, well, look, you proved that you can, if you press Man City in the right areas and you're careful with the attack and transition and how you do it and how quickly you do it, then you can score against them and you can hurt them. So I think that's the team talk for West Ham.
Here is Hasegawa. Fisk to Parker. Two minutes of time added on. Walsh. That ball is always on over the top.
Well, that is the issue when you press as high as West Ham are doing. It's the risk.
Here's Coombs, back to Bronze. Gets the cross in. And that looks very dangerous indeed.
Yeah, it was a good ball in and really difficult to deal with as a defender. You know, you're facing your own goalkeeper. You don't really want to put anything on it in case it ends up in your own net. Lovely ball.
Just bounced off Lauren Hemp. That was a real scare. Brynjarsdottir wins the header. Walsh threads it through for Weir. Kelly in space, but that's good tracking back from Svitkova. Here's Yalland. Oh, she's crowded out. She's giving it away. Here's Kelly. And now Walsh. Kelly, that's beautifully done. And we're not going to have time for the throw. Well, Manchester City looked comfortable. Ellen White with an instinctive finish from a rebound. And Chloe Kelly finishing off. A big mistake at the back for West Ham, but they are back in it. After some brave play, and Lisa Evans with a cool finish 2 minutes before the break. And Scott Booth, we have an FA Cup tie.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's been a really enjoyable game. And at one point you thought Man City, you know, they had it in the bag, but, you know, West Ham have really shown some resilience, and as you say, it was a cool finish from Lisa Evans.
Still anyone's game, this. West Ham have made a tie of it. Half-time, West Ham United 1, Manchester City 2.
Yeah, fascinating first half in this one. So actually, when you think about this game, Farah, I've got Farah Williams, Willie Kirk and Laura Bassett joining me for this game today. West Ham actually started on the front foot and really caused Man City some trouble.
Yeah, they were really aggressive right from the start. They really tried to make it hard for this Manchester City team that liked to play out from the back and caused Manchester City a few problems. They went a goal behind and I think they lost a little belief in their press. And then but now, you know, they found themselves back in the game with a goal just before the half, so they've kept themselves in the game. And I'm really looking forward to what is said at half-time and how West Ham respond in the second half.
Willie, manager at half-time, in both dressing rooms actually, what would you be saying? What would your thoughts be?
I think, as far as says, you know, West Ham, they lost a little belief in themselves, I think, when they went one goal down, because they started aggressively. They went player for player all over the pitch, and you know, I think they've got to bring that back to the second half. You know, they've got to stand high. They know Man City will build. Everybody knows Man City builds, and West Ham have got to get up against them, get numbers in the box, and it's what they do with the turnovers that's really important. I think from Man City's point of view, they've just got to try and get a grip of that second half as quickly as possible, because you can see that when they slow the game down to their pace, they can control the tempo, they can control territory, they control possession. So I think Gareth will be pressing that on his players in terms of control the second half as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that goal from West Ham really changed, well, I suppose that team talk going in there at half-time, Laura.
Yeah, it was perfect timing, wasn't it? I think Scott Booth said it in commentary. It was perfect timing. But I think they earned it. I think all credit to West Ham, they earned it. I think they got a little bit bitty. They got more aggressive in midfield and really made the turnovers happen. And then it's in those moments what we spoke about, a little bit of composure, a little bit playing into space with the runners. They always commit bodies forward, West Ham. But it's when they get the composure, when those two marry up, that's when they can hurt Man City. So you're right, the mindset now for the players will be paramount. The belief going into the second half that they can create even more chances like that.
OK, let's look at some analysis and some of the goals. It started with Ellen White, the poacher that she is, obviously already coming back from international duty, Farah, where she secured that record of top scorer for the Lionesses. Yeah. But actually it comes from Keira Walsh where it starts.
Yeah, it does, but it was poor play from West Ham. They were trying to miss players out, but what they did in doing that was invited a high press from Chloe Kelly onto their fullback, who gets a beautiful cross in. The defending from Fisk was good. The actual header was fine. It got height and distance, but the execution from the strike from Keira Walsh was fantastic, and none other than Ellen White to follow up. She's the first to pounce. So the strike here from Keira Walsh was fantastic, and it just hits the keeper on the way down. And look, first to react to the goal and the bounce was Ellen White, and they put Manchester City ahead. I
think that's it, Farah. I think as a defender, as West Ham defenders, you've got to be squeezing the line, you've got to get out the box and higher up, but you've got to do that while you're marking players. Yeah. And you've got to think, what happens if the keeper saves it? What happens if it hits the crossbar? I need to be first to react, and that's why Ellen White's a world-class striker, because she reads those situations really well, and unfortunately West Ham defenders didn't.
I actually think there's a little suspicion that Ellen White was offside when Keira gets the shot away.
Willie's advocating VAR here.
Well, actually, let's look at it again, because obviously then Ellen White gets on the score sheet with that one. And let's talk about Chloe Kelly, because actually coming into this and actually how magical that goal is for her, because she's been sidelined with injury for so long.
Yeah, it'll mean so much for her. I mean, I know Chloe well, having managed her at Everton, and she was great to work with. I know her determination in terms of what she wants to achieve in the game, and that injury was a massive blow to her. But yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, first of all, you know, it's poor from West Ham. They're inviting pressure onto themselves again. It's a very poor pass into a space that they should know Man City cover. Man City's opposite wide player always tucks into that position, so it's always going to get pounced on. And to be fair to Chloe, it comes to her quick, but she shows real coolness and slots it away.
I think Willie says it there. I think look, this West Ham team was in the game until two, bad errors from their defending. They tried to overplay at the back against a very good Manchester City front three, and they've caused their own problems, and Manchester City have gone to up.
Yeah. I think if you look at it, that's two square passes. Yeah. One was a 30-yard square pass, and that one with Gilly Flaherty, it's square. You know, you need to be a little bit more savvy, especially against these top-class forwards that press so well.
Especially because I suppose at the start of the programme we highlighted the leader and everything Gilly's done. How do you think she would feel after that, sitting in that change room, and now she needs to change her mindset?
Yeah, I think straight away from the reaction, she stayed on the floor. She'll be really disappointed with herself. She knows she's better than that, and but unfortunately, defenders, goalkeepers, if you make an error like that, you're more than likely going to get punished. But we saw at the top of the show how much she'd won, how much experience. That's why she's a top player, because you have to get on with it. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You have to stay in the game, do your job properly, and that's exactly what she'll still be a leader. She'll still be vocal. She won't go in herself because she's got too much experience to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see right there, Farah, edging closer and closer away. We know it's hot out here, but we're getting wet by the sprinklers. We just have to deal with it, Farah. Right, let's take you into actually what's changed the game, Lisa Evans, and changing the dynamic of the West Ham team, Willie, and going in at 2-1.
Yeah, we said that, at the start of the game, West Ham were aggressive. They got 5-6 numbers forward in terms of their out of possession work. They eventually found some of that again towards the end of that half. They forced a turnover in here, and then it's some real counter-attacking stuff from them. Lisa gets on it. She's very, very quick. Again, she shows real quick feet to get round Ellie Roebuck at the edge of the area and puts it away under pressure. And it's given West Ham a real lifeline in this game.
It's really unlike Alex Greenwood. You've seen Alex Greenwood driving into midfield from deep there and giving possession away. It's not like Alex Greenwood to give that much possession away. I feel like in the first half of this game, from West Ham's press, she's been forced into making errors. And these transitions, as Willie's mentioned, are really important for West Ham if they're going to get themselves back into the game. And it's a fantastic finish. And the timing of it's perfect for West Ham going in at the half.
Yeah, that will definitely give them some belief going into this second half. Well, it is 2-1 to Manchester City here at Victoria Road. But tomorrow is another huge game as Arsenal take on Chelsea in the second of the Women's FA Cup semi-final. And ahead of that one, Rachel Stringer caught up with the Arsenal boss, Jonas Eidevall.
If people are watching this as well, have never watched Arsenal play, what can they expect to see from your players?
Confident and comfortable players on the ball, and a really, really hard-working team.
The players here, they all describe you as a very calm character. That's quite the contrast, though, to what we see on the pitch. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would do. I also think it's very different from sitting here or be out on the training pitch compared to being on the pitch.
There's her pace, there's her pace. He gets a shot away, it's a ripper. Jonas Eidevall has seen his team beat the reigning champions by 3-2.
The way I see the game is that you have the 90 minutes plus extra time there, and you have to do everything in your power in every situation to do it as good as possible. And every detail matters. It's the same thing with everything that happens on the pitch, and I want my players to have that mentality. When we played Chelsea in the FA Cup final, was very disappointed with our performance.
Here's Kirby through, and Kirby scores. And Chelsea are ahead. Chelsea have won the 2021 Vitality FA Cup final. They have beaten Arsenal. They have beaten them out of sight.
I was very disappointed with my game preparations that I really played Chelsea into their strong hand. We know Chelsea is at great form at the moment, so really excited to take on that challenge, and I think it's going to be a tough game between two great teams, and may the best team win.
It's a huge game and a London derby and a lot of rivalry in that game. Always good to hear from the Arsenal boss ahead of that one, Jonas Eidevall. Do look out for the full-length feature, which we'll be showing you actually on Bend It Like Beckham, which is the 20-year anniversary. But let's talk about this Arsenal v Chelsea game, Farah, that one tomorrow. Obviously, there is a lot of history with Emma Hayes, a former assistant manager at the club. How do you see that one going?
Look, it's going to be a very competitive game. I think, at the minute, Chelsea look to be in the driving seat in the WSL, so this is a good distraction for Arsenal and giving them something to play for. I'm sure Arsenal will want to get to an FA Cup final after losing it to Chelsea last season. Heavy divvy at Wembley last season. So, look, it's going to be competitive. It's going to be really tight, and for the neutral, it's fantastic. For us Chelsea fans, I'm going to say a Chelsea win.
For us Chelsea fans, right there. Where do you see that game being won or lost, Willie?
Listen, I cannot wait for the game. Finley's Easter egg hunt has been manipulated around the game, so I'll be glued to it. Listen, I think Chelsea's winning mentality will get them over the line. I think Arsenal had a fantastic start to the season. They seem to have lost a little bit of momentum. They've taken some bumps and bruises in the Champions League, and I think Chelsea's winning mentality gets them through that.
Okay, right, let's get down pitch side with Joe Curry, who is joined by Sandra Broby.
Sandra, thanks so much for joining us in the sunshine. Let's take a step away from the FA Cup for a moment to talk about this week's international matches, namely England's 5-0 win over Northern Ireland. You were watching that game. What did you make of it?
Well, it was a great game. I mean, England certainly stepped up their performance in the second half after, having to break down a very stubborn Northern Ireland side. I was particularly impressed with Georgia Stanway, Lauren Hemp, and also Ella Toone, just in terms of how they've come into that game. But on Northern Ireland side, I was very impressed with Sarah McFadden and Julie Nelson, just in terms of that defensive solidity they offered early on to Northern Ireland. So, but for England, it's a great result as they look to build momentum into the Euros.
Yeah, I mean, the Euros, it's hard to believe, are now just 3 months away. For that Northern Ireland side, a 5-0 defeat is not what they wanted, but what can they take from it as a positive, perhaps?
Well, the positives they can take from it are, they did hold out for as much as they could. Defensively, they kept Ellen White quiet, which is, given how clinical she normally is a hard thing to do. I think what they want to do is, when they get those opportunities going forward, is to be more clinical, but then also being defensively, they want to just hold that out for as long as they can against the more, the higher sides, the higher FIFA ranked sides in Euros.
Now, someone who wasn't involved this week, we had the sad news yesterday that Fran Kirby is going to be sidelined for a prolonged period, the Chelsea forward, with fatigue. If Fran cannot get herself fit and healthy for the summer, obviously a huge disappointment for her, but how big a loss is that for the squad as well?
I mean, that's a massive loss for the squad. I mean, she's someone with so much experience internationally. At the Arnold Clark Cup, she scored a goal against Germany as England won that tournament. She's got so much experience and she is clinical. And she has enjoyed a great partnership with Lauren Hemp. So I guess England will be looking to the likes of Hemp, of Ella Toone, who's coming good at a right time to step in and to fill that gap. And also, of course, like Beth Mead, who's been a great servant for England too. So, yeah.
Well, absolutely. We'll keep our fingers crossed for Fran, that she can get fit and healthy for this summer. Sandra, enjoy the second half. We'll let you get back to your seat.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Sandra. Right, we have plenty of live sport coming up for you on BBC, including the Women's Six Nations.
We are England.
They want to finish in style.
We are Ireland.
Steve Higgins is off and she's gone.
And we are together. We are rugby. We are Six Nations.
England versus Ireland, live next Sunday at 11:45 on BBC Two and iPlayer.
Okay, so the men's FA Cup semi-finals are also taking place this weekend. And if you stay with us on BBC One today, you can watch Manchester City take on Liverpool. That one at 3 o'clock. The game will also be live on BBC iPlayer. And 20 years after the release of Bend It Like Beckham, we have a special documentary to explore the cultural impact of the smash hit film. That's available to watch now on BBC iPlayer. And over on BBC Sounds, the second episode of Jill Scott's Coffee Club lands next Wednesday. Jill Scott will be talking to Ella Toone from Manchester United in that one. Right, as you can hear, the fans are getting excited. The players are walking back out onto the pitch. Laura, thoughts going into this second half? What you want to see more from of West Ham?
I want to see more belief from West Ham. They've caused Man City problems. I want to see more aggression, more belief, especially in the press, and force the turnovers. And for Man City, I feel like the bench could help them with Bunny Shaw, Georgia Stanway, Hayley Raso. They could really change the game and score even more goals.
Yeah. And Farah, is it those moments of quality that we'll be looking to see more from Manchester City?
Yeah, I mean, at times Manchester City have been sloppy and given the ball away too many times for this Manchester City team. But look, I think West Ham have to be aggressive in the second half, start how they started the first half, and try and be more clinical when they get those chances in the final third.
Okay, let's get you back to your commentary team ahead of the second half in this one. Scott Booth is alongside Robin Cowan.
Yes, thank you, Alex. Great first half of this first FA Women's Cup semi-final. And Scott, it was when West Ham were brave that they got their rewards, and they kind of did that intermittently, didn't they, in the first half?
Yeah, it's just like the guys were saying pitch side, that West Ham, they have to be brave. They have to press hard on those counters, those attacking transitions. They have to be clinical. Man City obviously have you know, a lot of firepower on the bench they can bring on and look to.
So Ellen White for Manchester City gets us underway. She's got the first goal for City. Chloe Kelly got the second before Lisa Evans got West Ham back in the tie just before break. Just the other thing to consider for West Ham is that they may tire with this high pressure tactic, and also not seeing the ball a lot can be mentally tiring as well.
Yeah, it's a tough job, but they got a reward out of it at the end of the first half, and you know, they have to be positive and think that way. You know, I think when they had that mid spell in the first half and they sat back in quite deep, I think that's really conceding the game. So yeah, they have to really be brave. It's going to be trickier for Man City in the second half to play those longer balls over the top, as the wind is blowing that way. Take the ball out of the park. So they may have to try and thread their way through a little bit more.
The wind at their backs in this half, Manchester City. Arnold finding Brynjar's-Dottir, who will more often than not win those flick-ons. Brynjar's-Dottir's little boy will be in the crowd once again, speaking about how he's changed her outlook on life. Also this week talking about how West Ham have got a sleep specialist, and so detailed that it's actually how they're supposed to sleep. Apparently you're not supposed to sleep on your front, it's supposed to be on the side. Not absolutely sure why. Fine margins, marginal gains. Spitkova to vital touch in there. Evans, now Parker. Here is Stokes on to Caroline Weir. Started the game for Scotland World Cup qualifying, a 2-0 defeat to Spain. Good positive play. West Ham win it in a good position, but Jallup is dispossessed. Heavy touch from Longhurst.
Yeah, those are the moments for West Ham. They set the press and win possession, but it's the next pass that's so crucial. Making sure you keep possession and keep that attack going.
That wasn't the greatest of passes back to Mackenzie Arnold.
Yeah, it's a sort of a negative pass, and that just brings Man City onto you. Their attackers smell blood, so much easier for West Ham if they play those passes forward from the back line.
Bronze. Good pressing from Brynjar's-Dottir. Now Evans onto Hasegawa. Finds Jallup. Lucy Bronze tight to her. Hemp converging on Svitkova. Cut out by Parker. I just see Manchester City just not quite at their best still. Precision on passes not quite there. Leon.
Got to give West Ham a little bit of credit as well on that, Robin. They are still aggressive. The Man City players that usually control possession and are allowed to control possession a lot of the time, been put under a bit more pressure. Well, the guy said at half-time that Greenwood has just been rushed and lost possession a number of times. Normally so comfortable in possession.
Here's Stokes, on to Hemp. Fisk got across very well. Greenwood. Walsh towards White! Flag is up. Second goal ruled out for offside.
It's another superb finish and lovely ball from Walsh. And this is the thing for West Ham. Walsh is in possession there. Someone has to go and press her. Otherwise, if you give her that bit of time to show her quality, she'll be able to pick a pass out and a cross out. And I think she is just offside, but only just.
Excellent spot from the assistant referee there. Just a fraction too early from Ellen White.
There's one thing for West Ham about pressing high, but they also have to press when they're on the edge of their box. They can't just then sit in and allow the quality that Man City have got to pick out passes.
Well, West Ham want a foul. Parker felt that she was impeded by Demi Stokes, but not given.
You just see how Ellen White, what a goal scorer she is. It's just a step, but again, just the quality. It's a little, just a guided touch on the ball, just enough.
Strong running from Bronze. Kelly, Weir arriving. And Kelly once again outside of the boot. Really good cross, just evaded White and Hemp.
Yeah, Kelly with the outside of the right boot here. Get a little bit of whip on it. Ellen White gets a touch, but can't get enough. Lovely weighted ball in though. And Hemp just misses out.
I think Parker was tight to her, puts her off just enough, didn't get the touch on it she'd like. Here is Kelly. Expect her to be withdrawn fairly soon. Don't think she'll be quite ready to play 90 minutes. Greenwood. Fisk gets there ahead of Hemp. Manchester City in their 8th season. It's a WSL outfit, and they've only been knocked out by Chelsea during that time in the FA Cup. Hemp digs out the cross, wins a corner.
Yeah, just starting to put the pressure on again, Man City. This is a phase that West Ham just need to get through from their perspective.
Kelly's delivery. There's away at the near post by Hasegawa. Kelly away from Lisa Evans. Helped on by Bronze. Away by Tamika Yallop. Bronze. And West Ham there first. And Katie Longhurst may have got ball in the face as she cleared that. It's West Ham United's second semi-final. Previous one when they got to Wembley. Went all the way to penalties. Beat Reading in the semi-finals. Weir. Tucked by Parker. And just out of play, Kelly. A sustained bit of pressure from City. Flicked on by Brynjar's-Dottir. The flag is up. And error from Alex Greenwood. West Ham nearly away here.
Yeah, it's a really good flick on. That was close. Certainly a better way for West Ham to get out than too many passes in the defensive third.
Longhurst header. Kira Walsh, even when they put her under pressure, she just seems to complete the pass.
Yeah, she's a very good player and gives them so much balance in the team. There are more spectacular players out there, but just the quality, the composure and possession, and also just the understanding of the game, where she needs to be and where the pass has to go. Really clever.
Here is Walsh. Coombs. West Ham trying to win it back, but easier said than done. Alex Greenwood goes long. Here is Hasegawa. On to Brynjar's-Dottir. See what she was trying to do. Didn't quite come off, but back in West Ham possession with Fisk. Longhurst. Now Svitkova. Took a little too much time. Maybe didn't get the call that Lauren Hemp was upon her. White. Now Bronze. And a bit of defensive work from Grace Fisk. Brynjar's-Dottir. Inviting Yallop forward. Roebuck calmly finds Lucy Bronze. Looks like City are ready to make their first substitution. Bronze onto Weir. A glancing header finds Kelly. Good feet, cut out by Fisk, who's made another good intervention there.
Yeah, one of many. She's done well. Always tucking in on that side. Timing of her tackles have been good.
Good positive play from Yallop. Stops in her tracks for now by Bronze. Here's Evans. Oh! Leon. Nearly on the end of that, but the flag is up anyway.
Yeah, I think the flag up against Lisa Evans here. We'll see. Yeah, maybe just. Again, it's really tight.
Very tight. Another scare for Manchester City as Chloe Kelly is withdrawn. Hayley Rasso on in her place. Her rehabilitation continues. Another step for her on the score sheet today. As it stands, the winning goal.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that it was 60 minutes or so. That's about right. She'll just be delighted for the start and to contribute again. Really composed finish from her.
Leon, intelligent play. Evans slips it through for Yallop. Off balance wide.
Well, that's the incisive quality that West Ham need when they turn the ball over. Really good play, and Lisa Evans has been right in the middle of all the attacking play that West Ham have had. A lovely little ball here, just cuts through the back line.
Lucy Bronze desperately trying to get back, and Ellie Roebuck narrowing the angle. And Roebuck being closed down. It's really well done by Manchester City. That is how you play out.
Well, that's just about quality players and, you know, having that technique. Technical players that can just find a bit of time, they can play the right pass at the right tempo to the right foot to allow the player to get out. And you have to take a bit of a chance when you're doing it, but they do it really well.
Good positive play from Flaherty, getting there ahead of Ellen White, but equally Alana Kennedy stepping forward. Here's Stokes. Greenwood closed down and she's frustrated. Maybe not enough movement for her teammates.
Yeah, I think just the lack of time in this game that she's had has really messed with the quality that she usually offers. Again, as we say, that's got to go down as well to how much West Ham have tried to put her under pressure. In the last match against them, she just got too much time, Greenwood, and then, you know, you're allowing yourself, you know, the chance that you've got to just drop deeper and deeper and deeper as a team. And this afternoon, West Ham have been much more on the front foot.
Handball claimed and given against Leon. Longhurst wins the header. Yallop looks increasingly dangerous. Forward for Brynjar's Dottir. It's the better of Kennedy. Can't find a teammate. It's nicely done from Walsh. Heavy challenge. A free kick to Manchester City, and that's all for now.
Yeah, again, trying to get to the ball and stop that attack. The West Ham players. It's a good little phase for them at the moment.
Ellen White trying to get around Flaherty, does well. Hemp robs Parker. It's Hemp! And it's 3! And in the blink of an eye, Lauren Hemp punishes West Ham and restores the 2-goal cushion with a clinical finish. A milestone strike for Lauren Hemp, her 50th club career goal.
And just an example of the quality that Man City have in this team. What a finish that is. Across the goalkeeper. I think it's Parker that gives the ball away initially, but just on the inside of the post. Great little angle she finds. No chance for the goalkeeper. Just immense quality. And it was a phase of play that West Ham were really in the game. And then just a turnover. Simple, but really, really effective.
Lauren Hemp's 15th goal of the season, her 5th in the FA Cup. She's scored in every single round. And next up, it seems, for Manchester City, Wembley Stadium. It's Hasegawa. And West Ham strike back again. Parker into Evans. Corner kick, good play from Parker.
Yeah, it's a good reaction to losing the goal. But just as it happened in the first half, when West Ham had good play, had a chunk of the game, good possession, a few chances, and then bang, they lose a goal.
Corner whipped in and out of play. Really good delivery. And Svitkova.
Yeah, really good ball in, just a little deep.
Hemp turning away from the challenge. Brynjolfsdottir sticks out a long leg. Jallup. I don't think she quite meant that touch.
I think Man City will now want to just control the game, just maybe slow it down a little bit.
Substitutes incoming. That's a great ball from Bronze towards Rassona. Excellent challenge from Flaherty.
Yeah, another really well-timed tackle. And they're not easy because you have to get them right. You're the last player. You're protecting the goal. Showing all of our experience.
Substitutes for Manchester City, Georgia Stanway and Khadija Shaw coming on. And Caroline Weir coming off. As well as Ellen White. And a change for West Ham as well. Tamika Jallup off and Emma Snurler, Danish international. for the final 20 minutes. This FA Cup tie. Easily cleared. Delightful touch from Greenwood. Back in by Coombs. And over the top from Lucy Bronze.
Yeah, well, she has to sort of snatch at this one. It's not there for long. She gets on the end of it, but just leans back slightly. I have to say, it's a little bit demoralising as a team when you see the opposition make substitutions like Man City have just made. Real quality they're bringing on.
Fisk finds Parker. With 2 Man City players on her. Stokes, now Coombs. There's Rasso. Foul on Svitkova. Free kick for West Ham United. Oh, Lindsay Arnold's given that away. Rasso, a rush of blood.
Yeah, she had a lot more time there, didn't she? Made the wrong decision.
Still got the blankets out. The substitutes. Sunny day, but in the shade, still quite nippy. City colours, of course, on brand. Bronze to Kennedy. Walsh, lovely touch from Shaw. Not a bad through ball either, but well read by Arnold. Parker sends it down the line for Lisa Evans. Greenwood matching her stride for stride. Coombs. Stokes trying to find Hemp.
That's just what Man City just want now, isn't it? They're just very happy to control the game now.
So, looks like Manchester City heading for Wembley, and they'll find out who they'll face tomorrow. Second semi-final live for you on BBC Two. 12:15 starts. Arsenal against Chelsea. Rivalry between those two London clubs continues. particularly deflating, Scott, that third goal, because the finish is just quality. Can't do anything about that, really.
Yeah, I mean, they've worked so hard, West Ham, to keep him out the game. They've, I think, done really well in that department, to be honest. But then you just offer that split second, and she makes it count. She's a quality player.
Here's Evans, capitalising on a rare error from Kira Walsh. Great touch from Svitkova. Stings the palms of Ellie Roebuck, who was in a good position. Oh, and space here for Rasso. The flag is up. It's a good move from West Ham.
Yeah, again, Lisa Evans supplying that pass. Svitkova, she strikes it well enough, but straight at the goalkeeper. Just a sign again, though, that they can threaten.
Another substitution for West Ham United. Yui Hasegawa coming off. Haven't seen the best of her today. And Claudia Walker coming on.
Yeah, I think West Ham have got to find a way of getting Hasegawa higher up the pitch and involved in those, attacking transitions, because she very rarely is. But that said, she works hard defensively.
Longhurst just dwelling on the ball a little bit. Oh, what a terrible touch from Shaw. Wasn't the greatest of centres from Rasso behind her, but bounced off her shin. Good play from Fisk. First time ball for Svitkova. Leon, good strength. Good ball down the line for Brynjars-Dottir. But a goal kick.
Yes, there's a little chance for Bunny Shaw here. It's a poor touch. The ball is played behind her, but you'd expect better.
I think she knew that one wasn't her best. Much better. Jamaica's all-time top scorer. Couple more during the last international break. Another change coming for Manchester City. Laura Coombs coming off for Filippa Angeldal, Swedish international. And many of these players will be seeing at the Euros this summer. Stanway dispossessed, but it's Rasso who takes it on. Walsh on to Bronze. Now Stanway. Loose pass from Stanway. There have been signs, especially from Manchester City, most of their squad have been away with their countries, that they haven't been quite sharp, have they, at times today?
No, they've done enough. They've capitalised on errors from West Ham, but they haven't looked as energetic as they normally look, not as fluid. But again, that's down to West Ham. They have pressed and pressed as much as they possibly could. I don't think I've seen Keira Walsh give the ball away this afternoon. And that's despite, talking about the pressing game that West Ham have produced. She's just a midfield player that finds time.
There is Walsh right on cue. Right on the head of Lauren Hemp, who probably should have done better with that.
Yeah, much better, much better. I mean, Walsh, it's just the thinking behind her football. It's like a football brain, but also aligned with real quality. Nice way to pass. And yeah, could have got a lot more out of that one.
8 major trophies, Keira Walsh with Manchester City. Club she's been with for quite some time, since her teenage years, joined from Blackburn.
She's just the kind of player that every manager loves, because, they just compose things for you. They make you tick, and she's got a really good understanding of that.
Walsh trying to set Rasso forward. He's just petering out now.
Yeah, Man City have sort of killed the game, haven't they? They have tried to score since going 3-1 up, but they're not doing it desperately. They're just, playing out the game, professional, keeping possession when they have to. If the opportunity arises, they try and take it.
Rasso will keep this in. Svitkiva first to that. Snurner onto Lisa Evans. Keeps the ball well under pressure. Leon. Pursued by Greenwood, and that's a good tackle. She may have hurt Leon in the process.
She gets the ball. Leon, as ever, a willing runner. Just gets caught a little bit, I think, on the follow-through. So much energy. But again, Lisa Evans at the middle of it all.
City do well to clear the danger. Longhurst deceiving Shaw, drifts one in. That's going to be easy pickings for Ellie Roebuck. I'm sure West Ham and Ollie Harder will be looking at the bigger picture stuff. 9 more points than the whole of last season, currently 7th in the WSL. West Ham win it back. A good position, Parker, Snurner. Parker's cross closed down. Walsh finds Stanway. Shaw up ahead. Cleared up by Arnold. Stanway onto Walsh. Pinpoint pass for Hemp. And a good save from Arnold. Really good strike. And Arnold keeps the score as it is.
Yeah, that ball, fantastic again from Walsh. Lovely little cut back. The goalkeeper stands big, gets a good strong hand to it. Good save, up, hits the bar and then out. Again, really quick break from Man City.
It's Philippa Angeldal with the strike. Arnold got just enough on it to keep it out. Stanway's corner finds Kennedy, and the overhead kick is grasped by Arnold. That would have been something special. Here's Leon. And as we head to full time, it's time for you to name your Vitality Player of the Match, Scott.
Oh, I think it's 100% Keira Walsh. I think Lisa Evans has played really well for West Ham today. Keira Walsh has controlled the match for me, constantly just ticking over in that sixth position, just anchoring the midfield, always composed, finding time, looks around her, never looks like she's under a lot of pressure, and you know, that's the mark of a really good defensive-minded midfield player.
Turn from Stokes. Fisk there to put it out of play. It's in a game where Manchester City have not been their free-flowing best, and she keeps saying, Scott, it is due to the disruptive nature of West Ham, but Walsh just seems to have more time than any other player.
Oh, it's really tough, isn't it, when you're trying to press a team player for player all over the pitch. Inevitably, when they have real quality, you know, one or two will find a bit of space, but she's just so clever at it. She's been able to do it all afternoon.
Heavy touch from Leon allows Lucy Bronze to win the ball back. Stanway, pushed around the post by Arnold. That was travelling.
Yeah, really good strike. This takes it first time, cuts across it. You can see the movement on the ball, and really good goalkeeping. Not easy, that. Moves across her line really well.
Needs a bit of treatment, Mackenzie Arnold. That was definitely heading into the far post.
That's what Arnold gives you. She's a very athletic goalkeeper. Moves her feet quickly, because that was a good strike from Stanway.
It's Georgia Stanway, Manchester City's record goal scorer at the age of 23. And a good travelling support from the northwest, and they'll have to book their tickets down south once again for the final in May. And I'm sure they'll be watching with interest the second semi-final tomorrow at Boreham Wood, Arsenal against Chelsea. And he's had his critics this season, Gareth Taylor, but can't argue with a Continental Cup already in the cabinet, and perhaps an FA Cup as well. Sent low, kept in by Hemp. Now given as a goal kick for West Ham. 4 minutes of time added on. Snurler, good control. Parker sends it forward towards Leon, hits her on the back of the head, and it's turned into a good layoff for Walker. Leon keeps her feet. Can't find a teammate, cut out by Rasso. Sent forward by Angeldal. Sweeper keeper from Arnold. short. Stanway, Hemp wants it. And here is Lauren Hemp. And it's another lovely flowing counter-attack from Manchester City. And the scoreline much healthier, heading to Wembley in style.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this goal is down to Stanway. If you watch when she's in possession, she just drives at the West Ham back line, knowing all the time that Hemp's there, and releases that pass just at the right moment. And Hemp doesn't usually miss an opportunity like this, but for me, Stanway just showed her class there. And it sort of rounds off a fairly comfortable afternoon for Manchester City, although West Ham have tried their best to disrupt them. But when you've got quality like that, it's always going to be a tough afternoon.
The 6th career goal for Lauren Hemp against West Ham United. There's going to be a corner kick for the home side. 2 minutes left, stoppage time. Svitkova. Chance, and it's smashed over the bar. Fell nicely for Lyon.
Yeah, it's another good ball in, isn't it? Dealt with. Lyon reacts first, but no quality on the finish.
And that has been the difference.
Well, you know, Robin, players win you games, don't they? When you have as much quality in your side and on your bench as Manchester City do, then it's always going to be tough for teams to be able to win against them. And they've just shown, even though they've not been at their very best this afternoon, they've just shown those moments of quality to win the game.
Here's Walker, plays in Evans. And eventually Roebuck grabs.
Again, really good play from Lisa Evans. Desperately trying to get a goal this afternoon.
And there we have it. Manchester City book their place at Wembley once again. West Ham had their moments, they had glimpses, but Manchester City kept them at arm's length. And they've been well beaten, West Ham, today here in Dagenham. A couple of goals from Lauren Hemp, Ellen White and Chloe Kelly, who marked her first start with her first strike in nearly a year. And so Scott Booth, this Manchester City side, get another shot at silverware.
Yeah, and they deserve it. They've done enough this afternoon. The players that they have on that pitch have, you know, taken their chances really, really well. You know, Ellen White could have had another couple actually, but just offside. And I'm pretty sure that he'll be very happy with their afternoon's work and a cup final to look forward to.
West Ham, impressive in defeat, but Manchester City with too much composure, quality and class. And so they are through to the final of the FA Women's Cup. Full time, West Ham United 1, Manchester City 4.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Scott. And once again, Manchester City showing their experience and their quality Farah, how impressed were you with them today?
Yeah, it probably wasn't one of their best performances, but what they showed today was, you know, the levels in quality that they have over West Ham. West Ham, you know, brought a lot of pressure on themselves. The errors they made for the first 3 goals, they had, you know, their backs were really against it. But it just shows the depth that this Manchester City team have, the class that they have, and look, they took their goals really well. I wouldn't say West Ham goalkeeper had much to do today, but the chances Manchester City had, they took. But you can see them here. For a team that was wrote off at the beginning of the season, to have already won a Conti Cup final, to be in an FA Cup final, and still be fighting for a Champions League spot, it just shows the quality of the depth of the squad.
Willie, what impressed you about Manchester City's performance today?
I think they got through that tough period where West Ham went player for player. They pressed them high. Man City were stubborn and played through it. And the times that they were successful, they took 6 West Ham players out, and it gave them attacking opportunities. I said at half-time that Gareth would probably be telling them, you know, how quickly can you get control of the second half. I think West Ham had a few moments in the second half, but apart from that, Man City controlled it and controlled the tempo of it, controlled how many numbers they could send forward. There was no rush to score goals, and they just picked them off eventually.
Mm-hmm. And on the other opposing side, Laura, West Ham, how will they be feeling when you think about that scoreline, 4-1, reflecting the game that we've seen today?
Yeah, I think they'll be really disappointed, especially from the goals they conceded in open play. You know, they were hard to beat. They did some fantastic things. You know, there's a lot of positives, like when they played them before the international break. There's such talent and potential, and they really showed a lot of character, a lot of resilience to get back into the game. But I think it was about, we've already said, it was Man City's experience and quality in possession, but they can certainly be proud. You need to experience sometimes these moments as a group to then push forward for next year. In the league, look, they've already got more points, won more games than they did last season, so you can see the building blocks are there, but it hurts. It's going to hurt every single player, not because you were so close to getting to a FA Cup final.
Yeah, you can see the emotions there, Farah. And it's almost remembering, actually, the journeys of these two teams. And actually, West Ham, we know the amount of money and financial support that Manchester City have had. And actually, West Ham are fairly new still to top league, to getting this experience and getting this far once again in an FA Cup.
Yeah, look, they've had a fantastic run in the FA Cup, and I feel like, look, they're probably upset because they probably know how close they come to getting to a cup final. Look, they were very good today. They really tried to stifle this Manchester City team, but it was their own undoing. It was their own mistakes in their own defensive third that actually caused their own problems. So they're probably disappointed with the execution of that, because they actually created good chances. So I think they're probably more upset that they probably had a good chance today against Manchester City and probably failed because of their own doing.
Yeah, as you can see, the players are behind us right now. Chloe Kelly's joining us. Chloe, come this side of me if you can. Chloe, where do we start? All the way. Thank you. Well done, Farah. Look, Farah showing her experience right there. Congratulations on making it through to the final at Wembley. But for you, I suppose, it's that journey coming back from injury. You spent so much on the sideline. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's brilliant to be back out there with the girls, and yeah, to get the goal was even better. But the team were brilliant today, and throughout my whole injury, they've been brilliant. The manager's shown his faith in me, so yeah, it's time to repay that in the team and the manager.
But how did you feel getting on that score sheet? We all know the injuries, the loneliness that you feel in the gym, and the work that has to go into that. But for you to come out here and get on the score sheet.
Yeah, the time that I spent away from it's a difficult period, and it's so lonely in the gym each day, but the support from the girls, and then to get back on the pitch and get a goal within the first few minutes, it was brilliant for me, and you just grow in confidence once you get that goal. And yeah, it's great to be out there, and I'm just loving every minute of being back on the pitch with these girls.
Chloe, first of all, huge congratulations to yourself. You know, it's great to see you back where you belong. But what's the mood in the camp? Because we know that City have obviously overcome a lot of adversity during the whole season. What's the messages after winning the Continental Cup, after today reaching the final? What's the messages and the vibe like in the camp?
I think the best is yet to come from us. It's been a difficult start to the season, and then after Christmas we showed our quality, and we stuck together throughout. When we was doubted the first half of the season, it was a difficult period for us, but we stuck together and we keep pushing till the end of the season and an FA Cup final at Wembley where we can show our talent.
Chloe, congratulations.
Thanks, Willie.
I know how hard you work, and it's been a long road back, but you know, I'm sure it's worth it for little moments like that. You're back, you're scoring goals, you're getting minutes. Can you push for a Euro place?
Yeah, I'm focusing on each game and taking each game as it comes, but I'd love to be at the Euros, and I'm going to keep pushing and working hard each day. And yeah, when I get my 90 minutes, hopefully I can keep improving throughout the season. And yeah, the best is still yet to come from me. I'm going to keep pushing, keep working hard, and yeah, I'm hoping for a Euro spot, but I know I need to show my talent on the pitch with Man City.
Have you had those conversations with Sarina away from, Manchester City? Obviously a long-term injury and a huge tournament coming up, and prior to your injury you was in fantastic form. Has she had those conversations to say that, you're on a list of players that she's looking at for the Euros?
Yeah, I've had a conversation with Sarina. I spoke to her twice, and it's just about getting minutes on the pitch now and building confidence and getting back to the level where I was at before my injury. I know it's going to take time, but I need to keep believing in myself. And yeah, I'm hoping for the Euro spot, but if that don't come, I'll keep pushing and keep working hard here at Man City and hope for that Euro spot.
Well, I tell you what, Chloe, let's keep you a little bit longer and let's remind Sarina, just in case, she missed the goal today, and you can talk us through the breakdown of your goal. So here it is. Did you realise, was the part of the game plan pressing West Ham on, knowing that they'd make mistakes just there?
Yeah, we've worked hard on our press, and yeah, a lot of our goals this game has come from that. So yeah, I was just staying alert. I know the ball was on the opposite side, and I need to press the centre half, and I was just expecting a mistake. And yeah, that moment when I got the ball at my feet, it felt like forever. Because I spoke to the goalie coach before the game about what the keeper's like, and just pass it round her, and that's what I did. So in my head, I'm like, had the conversation with Chris, just pass it round her.
Okay, Chloe, we'll let you head off and join the celebrations. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. See you, Chloe. I suppose Chloe speaking there, I know talking about Sarina in England, but like she said, it is, I suppose, at the moment for her getting those minutes on the pitch.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Look, she was in fantastic form before her injury. Both her and Lauren Hemp, were really dominant in this Manchester City team. I think she spoke really well there. I think she knows, the importance of getting back out on the pitch, trying to build her form, trying to build minutes. She's going to need, a good couple of 90 minutes before even thinking about going away with the Lionesses. But today she's had an impressive performance. For her first game back, starting 60 minutes, I thought she was really effective in this Man City team.
OK, well, Chloe Kelly didn't get player of the match, but Jo Curry is joined by Keira Walsh, who did right now.
Keira, massive congratulations. You're off to Wembley again, something you've experienced before. Just sum up your emotions for me.
Yeah, I think, it was an unbelievable team performance from back to front. Yeah, we're over the moon to be back at Wembley, but we know that we're going to be facing tough opposition in the final. But I think today, we got the ball down, we played some good football, and yeah, just really happy to get the win.
The FA Cup final is always such a huge occasion. What does it mean to you as a player?
I think, when I was growing up, we never really had I never really seen, the stars of today playing at Wembley. So I think for us, it's unbelievable. And to see the young girls at the games, and obviously all the City fans, you can hear them now. Yeah, it's an unbelievable feeling. It's a special moment for everyone. And yeah, as I said, we're all really looking forward to it now we've got the win.
How closely are you going to be watching that second semi-final live on the BBC tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll probably keep one eye on it, but it's our first day off from coming back from international, so I think everyone will be getting their legs up resting, but yeah, definitely going to keep one eye on it and see what the result is.
Well, look, massive congratulations on the win, and Keira, you are the Vitality player of the match as well.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's all smiles, and as you can see right there, right next to us, how happy those Manchester City fans are cheering Keira Walsh. They've been noisy all day, travelled all the way down, and next up for them is a trip to Wembley. Shall we look at some more of the goals? Because I suppose when we're talking about Chloe Kelly and competition for places in this Manchester City side and England, you've got Lauren Hemp, who is phenomenal form she's showing at the moment, Farah.
Yeah, she's been fantastic. Look, she's been consistent now for the last couple of years in this Manchester City team. A real threat for them down the left-hand side. But you can just see here, this is a long ball from Manchester City. But what she does really well is she presses from the blind side, a little bit like Chloe Kelly did for her goal. Manages to nick it off Lucy Parker. But then it's just the composure in front of goal, just to finish it in the far post and give the keeper no chance of saving it.
I think one consistency throughout the game, and one thing that Ollie and his West Ham team will be disappointed with is a lot of the goals were preventable. West Ham had possession, turned the ball over cheaply from their point of view, and Man City have been clinical.
Yeah, and she's really come on over the last couple of seasons, Lauren Hemp, and showing moments like that, the pure quality that she has.
Exactly, especially because she's such a young player. We see a lot of young players in those positions, you know, having rash decision making or not having the composure, the clinical, but it's like she's been playing for 30 years, you know, the composure and just the execution level is just at such a high level. Look, let's all keep our fingers crossed for the Euros, for the summer, that she can keep going, because like you say, she is unstoppable. I'm certainly glad I've retired, because I would not want to be Mark.
Well, as you can see right now, we are joined by Manchester City manager Gareth Taylor. First of all, a huge congratulations, off to Wembley again. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel really proud of this team. You know, we've had the lack of preparation time, always on the back of an international break. We've had 1.5 training sessions, only one training session with the group. But I think compared to our performance here previously, I thought some of our play today was really good, scored some good goals, had some scary moments at times, but I think we deserve our place.
And how do you feel? We just had Chloe Kelly, and we know the amount of time she spent away from the game with injury. To see a performance from her like that today, how pleasing is that?
Yeah, I mean, Chloe is... You never expect that type of performance when you've been out for a year and you're only coming back, and you've had 30 minutes previously here, and we knew that she wasn't going to be able to play 90 today physically, but she was a threat. She scored a goal, which was great, and yeah, you know, we've got such good options now that we didn't have earlier in the season. It's just making a huge difference.
Gareth, what was said at half-time, I felt, you know, West Ham's press or set up to press you from a goal kick was really impressive. They tried to do two jobs, and you found it difficult at times and got away with it. What did you say at half-time? Because it looked like you played out of that press a little bit better in the second half.
Yeah, I think we always know that in the way we play, there's always going to be someone who's free, and if it's Ellie Roebuck's a free player from the initial, then we need to try and commit. Once we commit the opponent, I think today, though, a lot of it was Kira Walsh was the free player, and she controlled the game both with and without the ball really, really well.
Gareth, we've seen tweaks game after game in terms of one player in, one player out, and really utilising that squad depth you've got. Just how important has that been for you, especially with the accumulation of fixtures and international windows?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, we took out the two scorers from the last game in Bunny Shaw and Georgia. They've been in decent form. Bunny took forever to get back from Jamaica in the week, so it was, you know, and I spoke to her this morning. I just felt that she wasn't quite recovered from the long trip, but we've got so many options, you know. We even bring in Hayley Rasso on at the top. Can you imagine playing in the back four or the back five for West Ham, and you've lost Chloe Kelly out of the game, and now all of a sudden you bring in Rasso in with sheer pace. So we've got good options, and when you win the game like that, obviously the coach is a genius for making the changes, but you know yourself, Will, what it's like when it doesn't go well for you.
Yeah.
I think, firstly, congratulations,
Thank you.
Gareth. Again, I asked Chloe the same. What are your messages now for the team? You overcome a lot of adversity, but in terms of like, how are you going to keep? There's a lot of players now in the Euros. That's getting closer. How are you going to keep the competitive for places and the messages to get you where you want to get to towards the end of the season?
Well, the players have got to earn it, and you know we've got good games coming up. We just stick to our motto, which is follow the process. You know, we do what we do. We play how we play. Whenever we've been successful, it's doing what we do and getting the details right. And when we don't do that, you can see when we might suffer slightly. But I think there's real belief in this group of players now that we're moving in the right direction, and you know, it's an exciting part of the season, and just great to look forward to a Wembley final.
And Gareth, does that mean what's the plan for tomorrow? Will you be watching the Arsenal v Chelsea game?
Probably with a couple of Easter eggs. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Just the Easter eggs. Gareth, congratulations and thank you for joining us.
Cheers, guys.
Right, let's get you back over to Joe Corrie now, who's joined by the West Ham manager, Ollie Harder.
Ollie, commiserations. That's a tough old scoreline in the end. Where did that one get away from you?
No, just little details here and there. Obviously, a couple of nice goals for them, and similar to last time we played them. You know, we applied ourselves really well, but the finishing touches weren't there on both ends. So obviously disappointing with the result. There's no need to take positives or negatives away from the game. The game is a one-off. It's there to be won, and first and foremost, we need to congratulate City for winning the game.
For the players and yourself to get so close and to then be knocked out at the semi-final stage, how much is this one going to hurt?
Well, I'm sure it'll take a couple of days to process, but you know, as we just talked about, this doesn't define our season. It's been a really positive year for us here at West Ham, and we have 3 games remaining in the league, and as I said to the girls, three chances to be awesome. So let's go and try our best in the next 3 league games. finish as high as we can, and then recoup and start again next year.
You spoke pre-match about the gap between yourselves and the perceived top 3 teams. How close is that gap now?
No, it's a constant battle. When we're trying to close the gap, they're obviously trying to extend it. And we saw again today just moments of quality. Look, some fantastic, ruthless finishing from them, and a few errors from us. But the gap is closing. The scoreline today didn't quite reflect the game. I thought we created some good opportunities again, but we'll get there slowly.
Thanks for speaking to us.
Thanks so much. Cheers.
Well, the fans are still here, staying around, waiting to see more from the players. But don't leave your sofas, as you can watch Manchester City take on Liverpool in the Men's FA Cup semi-final. That one here on BBC One and live on BBC iPlayer at 3 o'clock today. And then tomorrow, you've got the Women's FA Cup semi-final, which sees Arsenal face reigning champions Chelsea. That one on BBC Two at 2:15. And 20 years after the release of Bend It Like Beckham, with a very special documentary to explore the cultural impact of the smash hit film. That's available to watch now on BBC iPlayer. But let's talk about that big game tomorrow between Arsenal and Chelsea. Thoughts on that, Farah?
Yeah, it's going to be a massive game. Look, both teams have taken points off each other this season. They've both won a game apiece. And I'm sure that Arsenal will want to, get one over on this Chelsea team that beat them in last year's FA Cup so heavily, 5-0. So I'm sure that the prep time for both teams has been equal. They've had the internationals away, so it's difficult preparing for such a big game with so little days to do that. But look, it's going to be an exciting game and a really competitive one.
And you didn't say us in that one.
Yeah, I didn't say us, but I'm looking forward to it.
In terms of from a manager's point of view, do you think there's more pressure actually on Emma Hayes going into this one, Willie?
No, I don't think so, because, as we said at half-time, Chelsea have got a proven track record of winning. I think if you look, Man City have obviously taken the Continental Cup. Chelsea and Arsenal, one of them could end up the season empty-handed, and neither will want that. And for me, the money would be on Chelsea, pipping Arsenal in the league, and also getting to the FA Cup final. And that, I think, puts a lot of pressure on Arsenal.
I suppose because that's the thing, isn't it? It's so close in the WSL as well, Laura, but it's huge to get to Wembley and play in front of that crowd and chance to walk those Wembley stairs.
Yeah, it really is. And I think maybe both sets of players will be looking at like, look, whatever's happened in the league, Chelsea are in the driving seat, but it's so competitive. And I think what's going to find the trouble is they need to find the balance between, look, we've got our super strengths, the forwards are the super strengths, but then also find the balance about how you're going to stop the opposition. But like you say, players will be thinking about walking up them steps, that they want to be there.
Yeah.
They want to be there. They want to perform on the biggest stage, knowing they know who they've got now. So it's about them going out and delivering tomorrow.
OK, well, thank you, Laura. Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Farah, for joining me today. Well, let's hope for more fireworks in that game tomorrow. Once again, congratulations to Manchester City. Now it's over to the men.
Ellen White very close to turning that in. Could be a space here for Lisa Evans. It's a good save from Roebuck. Oh, it's a thunderous shot off the bar. City lead. It's Kelly. It's 2-0. Around the keeper, Lisa Evans. It's Hemp.